Hello, I'm Emma and I'm a watercolourist and content creator. Welcome to my channel. In this video you can see me painting some very beginner friendly flowers that are gorgeous and bright in colour and perfect for painting onto cards, bookmarks, gift tags, anything you can think of really, and also just really good for practicing water control. So I'm going to explain the process and then I'm going to talk about the supplies I'm using because I know that's what everybody wants to know more than anything else. So I start off with 5 dots of colour. These are the foundations for the petals, and when I've put those down onto the paper, I then wash my brush off into some clean water and tap the excess water off onto the side of my water jar. Then I take my wet brush and drag the paint dots outwards to create the petals. Now, using the wet on wet watercolour technique, I add a different colour to the inside of the petals, and I do this by tapping my brush onto the paper. By tapping the brush onto the paper instead of using brush strokes, it just allows you to control where your colour is going, because the water is going to do all of the work for us. As soon as you start tapping that colour onto the wet paper, the water is going to disperse the paint out for you. So that's a really good way of using colour and water, especially for beginners or those that are starting out with watercolours, because like I say, it just helps you to control where your colour is going a little bit better. I then wash my brush off, take it back to the petals and use the pointed tip of the brush to drag some of the colour of the petals we've already put down out in kind of flicked lines around the petals to give the flowers more shape. And then repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat until you've got as many flowers as you want. And as you can see in this video, I'm filling this whole strip of paper. If some of the petals run into each other because you've done them quite close together, that is absolutely fine. I actually really enjoy doing that. I think it adds to the kind of whimsical style and look of the flowers. So, on to supplies. I get asked so many questions about what brand of paints and brushes and paper I'm using in every video I post. So I'm going to go through that now. In this video, I'm using Daler-Rowney paints. This is the Studio Art Set palette, and it's filled with the little blocks of watercolour, or half pans is what they're called. It's a really good set. I don't get paid in any way by Daler-Rowney to say this. It's just a really good set. They're a really good brand that I recommend to all of my students. You can find their products on their website. If you are UK based, you can find their products in pretty much every art shop. And if you are not UK based, their products are on Amazon, and so you can get them shipped out internationally. The brush I'm using is also Daler-Rowney. It's a round brush, size 6, and I use this brush in every single video I post. Any of you that have been following me for a while on other platforms will know this brush. It's my favourite brush. It's just so versatile. It's pretty much great for everything. And the paper I'm using is a German etching paper called Hahnemühle. Apologies to anyone who knows how to pronounce that paper correctly and knows that I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly. It is the most beautiful paper I have ever painted on. It's just a dream to paint on. I love it so much. I do all of my commissions, all of my practice work. Whenever I paint, I use this paper. And I actually make it into watercolour sketchbooks that I sell in my Etsy shop. So if you would like to give it a go, then head over to my Etsy shop and you can find the sketchbooks there and give the paper a go. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. It's 300 GSM, which makes it the perfect weight for using watercolours on. But it's such a versatile paper. It's actually a printing paper. So you can use it for lots of other mediums as well. It's great for sketching on, it's great for gouache, It's great for acrylics, it's great for inks, everything basically. It is just a stunning paper. Have I bigged that paper up enough yet? I'm not sure. Okay, so a little bit of information about me for anybody who wants to know. I've been painting with watercolours for about 5 years now, and for 7 years I've been teaching. So I really love showing others how to get started and develop their skills in watercolours and creativity in general. I have tons of free content on my Instagram and my Facebook and my TikTok. But if you'd like to learn from more in-depth videos that are also ad-free, and be part of a little supportive community as well, you might want to consider joining my Patreon. I'll pop the link in the video description for anyone who would like to have a look at that. But for now, I think you probably heard enough of my voice now. So I'm going to leave you to the rest of the video where you can watch me repeat the process for the flowers. And if you really want to, you can even paint along. If you do that, let me know in the comments how you got on. I'd love to know. And if you find this video helpful, please consider giving it a like and even subscribing to my channel. I really hate doing those shameless plugs like that, but it genuinely would be really helpful. Sending lots of love to you wherever you are, to you and yours, and hopefully I'll see you soon.